Members, think about this. Tax credits for yachts, tax credits for corporations, and sales tax exemptions for guns. These are all the things that this legislature places more value on than Texas veterans and their families. Yet come election time, we will wrap ourselves with the U.S. flag. You will all attend American Legion halls. You will all march in Veterans Day parades. And we will all tell our veterans that we're looking out for them. How hypocritical that on the eve of Memorial Day, the day after our memorial joint session on this house, in this House chamber, that this legislature is trying to break its promise to our veterans and their families. We are hurting Texas children. We're hurting children from rural Texas, from urban Texas, children that live on the border, black kids, white kids, brown kids, Asian kids. When a veteran serves, the entire family serves. Yet this legislature is trying to rewrite the rules after veterans and their families have made plans based on the promise we made to them in 2009 while they were in combat in Afghanistan and Iraq. Members, we've got veterans in this House chamber right now that are paying attention, and they're paying attention throughout the state. I received an email from Martin, who served in the U.S. Air Force and is studying at the University of Texas at El Paso. And in his email, he said, Representative Blanco, please be the veterans' voice. Please be the voice against this new revision to Hazlewood. I served only 4 years in the Air Force, and 3 of those years were in Afghanistan and Iraq. But under the new rules, that would not be enough for the individuals in this Texas legislature who failed to make themselves available for such service. Chuck Bagnato, the executive director of Lone Star Veterans Association and also a Marine, wrote, I did 28 years in the Marine Corps active duty. It's not for me, it's for those kids. They deserve to get what they were promised back in 2009. Jamie Trotter, a mother who attends Amarillo College, said, hopefully the law doesn't change. It saves so much money, and if we're able to let those benefits remain, it would be a huge financial burden to so many Texans. Well, let's tell Jamie that we're going to keep our promise to our veterans and their family. Then there's Jack Stevens from Georgetown, who wrote to the Waco Tribune saying, and so you know, my kid is grandfathered in, so I got mine. But my worthy brother and sister veterans don't. So I'm mad as hell, he said. All of Texans should be too. Well, Jack, I say to you today, as a veteran, I'm mad too. I'm mad that politicians in this body use veterans around election time. I'm mad that the legislature voted for Hazlewood bill in 2009 and many people got to campaign on it. And now this legislature wants to rescind on the promises to our veterans and our families. I'm mad that we consider tax breaks for yachts to benefit millionaires, but we refuse to fund our promises to our veterans. I'm mad that the House voted to give large corporations $2.5 billion in tax cuts, but we refuse to fund our promises to them. I'm mad that the House approved sales tax exemptions for guns and ammo, but we won't fund our promise to our veterans and their families. We cannot go back on our promises to our veterans, members. And yesterday we heard our leaders say in this chamber, quote, we are so grateful to all of those who have served. Someone else said in this chamber, there is no more honorable profession, no greater title or valor than to be called a veteran. And a final quote from yesterday's ceremony, it is our duty as a grateful nation to remember and to recognize them for their actions. We must honor our veterans and their families, not just with our words, not just with a flag presentation, but with our actions. Members, I served 6 years active duty in the military. I'm grandfathered in. But this is not about me and my benefits. This is about the veterans who served behind me. We owe it to them. I'm going to ask for a record vote. Please vote for the amendment. Members, veterans are paying attention. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.